this video, we'll look at the interview process for the Parliamentary Internship Programme, how to prepare for the interview, and what to expect on the day. If you are successfully shortlisted for an interview for the programme, we'll let you know all of the details by email. The interview is your opportunity to show off who you are and all of the skills and experience you'd bring to the programme. You'll be interviewed by a panel made up of John Smith Centre staff and colleagues. If you require any reasonable adjustments for your interview, please let us know. How to successfully prepare for your interview. Step 1. Research. It's really important that you research the John Smith Centre and the programme. Get to know the John Smith Centre. What is our mission? What do we do? Understand the Parliamentary Internship Programme. What does the programme involve? Having a good understanding of these things will help you to stand out from the crowd. Take the time to go through all of the information on our website. Reread the Parliamentary Internship Programme description. Look at the essential and desirable criteria. Read the testimonials by former interns. Make sure you understand all of the details. Step 2. Match to the programme. After you've done your research and you've got a good understanding of the programme and what's involved, think about matching what we want to what you have. You've got a clear idea of what the essential and desirable criteria are. Now reflect on your experience and identify when you've demonstrated these skills in the past. Think about your achievements, work experience, volunteering, academic life in school or higher education, hobbies and interests, family responsibilities, and life experience. Think about your best experiences. How would you describe them? Consider the skills and strengths you have developed and how these match to the programme. Step 3. Understand how competency-based interviews work. Interviews for the Parliamentary Internship Programme will be competency-based. A competency is a skill or ability required to take part in the programme. Competency interviews work on the idea that past behaviour is the best indicator of future performance. Our assumption is if you've been able to demonstrate this skill in the past, you'll be able to keep doing it in the future. We'll ask you a set of questions, each focusing on a different skill relevant to the essential criteria. While answering competency-based interview questions, use the STAR technique to structure your answers. This will help you to communicate all of the important points clearly and concisely. It's okay to use some of the same examples from your application, but we'll be looking for a bit more detail about the actions you took and the results you achieved. Try to use different examples from your application form if you can. Step 4. Practice. The best thing you can do in the lead up to an interview is talk out loud to yourself. You could also do a mock interview with a friend or family member. Think about the content that you want to bring into the interview. Use all of your best examples. This allows you to hear what works, the evidence that is most persuasive, and for you to feel confident in your delivery. Some people practice in front of a mirror or even video themselves. Score the effectiveness of your answers on a scale of 1 to 10. What did you do well? What can be improved? Then try again. It's best practice to prepare for common interview questions, such as, tell us about yourself. Why do you want to take part in the programme? Do you have any questions for us? These are just a few common interview questions. Preparing for typical interview questions can help you feel more prepared and less nervous. Have a look online for other common interview questions that are related to the essential criteria. Remember, in the interview, we'll be testing how your skills and experience match up with the essential criteria. So it's a good idea to look at the skills that crop up in the criteria, such as communication and team working skills, and prepare examples for these. Take this time to think about interview questions that you may get asked and think about how you'd structure your answer. You should also prepare questions to ask the interviewers to learn more about the role. Step 5. First impressions count. You don't get a second chance at making a first impression, so make sure that it counts. Plan what you're going to wear and dress appropriately. This is a professional development programme, and therefore we expect you to dress professionally. This applies even if you've been invited to an online interview. Smile. You're trying to build a warm rapport with the interview panel, and a smile is a great way to start. Be aware of your body language and how you're portraying yourself. If your interview is online, move items off of your desk so you're not tempted to fidget with these. Plan your route to your interview so you know exactly where you're going. Be on time. Arrive for your interview 10 minutes early to settle yourself. If your interview is online, arrive in the waiting room 5 minutes before your interview is due to start. Test your equipment in advance and make sure you know how to join Zoom. Top tips for online interviews. Most interviews for the Parliamentary Internship Programme will take place in person, but if you're invited to an online interview, here are some top tips for online interview success. Ensure you have a stable internet connection. Position yourself somewhere close to the Wi-Fi router where the signal is strongest. An Ethernet cable may also improve your connection. Minimise other traffic on your internet connection. Turn off other devices that are connected to your router and close other apps on your device. Make sure that your device is plugged into power to avoid any battery issues. Minimise any other noises or distractions in the room. Let the people you live with know that you have an interview and ask them not to disturb you during that time. Make sure that you're well lit. We want to be able to see you. You could sit at a window, use a lamp behind your screen, or use a ring light. Ensure your webcam is at eye level. To make a professional impression, make sure your background is tidy and avoid using a moving background. Make sure to switch off or put your mobile phone on silent so you're not interrupted. Keep a glass of water with you and a notepad and a pen. Finally, whether your interview is in person or online, be yourself. We want to know all about you, your interests, and what skills you feel you can bring to the programme. So there you have it, 5 steps to interview success on the Parliamentary Internship Programme. Good luck, and if you have any questions about the interview process, please get in touch.